thank you for coming to the Greater Harrisburg Area AXO NAC Branch 22 Afro Academic Cultural Technological Scientific Olympics Award Ceremony. I want to first just let you know that it was 2 weeks and 4 hours ago that I was on the telephone with a great friend of AXO. Her name is Eugenia Smith, 53 years old. It was on a Thursday. I had no idea that when I hung the phone up, as she spoke to me and we were laughing together because we both had the same kind of background noise going on. Grandchildren and stop and be quiet and all that going in the background. How could I have imagined that when she guaranteed that she would be here tonight, that that'd be the last time that I spoke to her? So I'm asking all of us, please, to just take a moment of complete silence in honor of her memory. Thank you for respecting the memory of Eugenia Smith, Councilwoman. Tonight is extraordinary because of our scheduling. There's several other functions that are going on that represent conflicts, but yet many of you were able to come out and make it to this ceremony. We appreciate your attendance.
I'm some kind of angry tonight. And what I'm angry about, you're probably saying, well, all these young people getting these awards, why are you angry? I'm angry because if one of them shot me out in front of this building, the news media would be all over reporting what was done wrong. But yet when our kids are doing something good, can be applauded for, they should be congratulated, and they should be here now to see this. Thursday, Wednesday we were at St. Paul Church and having a meeting, and we were talking. I was talking with Mr. Dick Gasson about this. We're talking about it. And they said, "Oh, Mr. Lawson, what are we going to do? The Ku Klux Klan's coming to West Fairview across the river." I said, "Is that right?" I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know whether a Klan member killed a black man in years, but we're killing each other. We should be getting together about this killing going this city, in New York, and Carlisle, and Lancaster, and across the state. We got to save our home." And because it's within. But now that I don't want to take away from the young people tonight. I'm very proud of you. Very proud. It takes hard work. You just don't walk in and smile and get the award. You work, you practice, your parents work with you, you congratulate. I'm so happy for you. I just think more people should be here to see this. And again, we're gonna make something out of it. We're gonna make this a bigger thing. We should make we have good children. They need to be seen.
Thank you, Mr. Brunson, for inviting Representative Kim to come. Of course, she couldn't be here tonight. However, she asked me if I would come, and of course, I had to support my alma mater, and of course, the students who are a part of the AXO program. Thank you, Mr. Lawson, for those words. And I have here in my hand some certificates for your students. We understand that the AXO program is a program of the NAACP, and so Representative Kim is presenting these to you so that you can get to your students. And what I'd like to do is read the proclamation from Representative Kim and the House of Representatives. Just get it out. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the House of Representatives, presents this citation. It reads as follows. Whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania takes great pleasure in recognizing those organizations which contribute to the benefit of their communities and ultimately to all the citizens of Pennsylvania, and whereas the Greater Harrisburg branch of the NAACP is celebrating the momentous occasion of the 15th anniversary of its ACT-SO program, and whereas a year-long enrichment program, ACT-SO is designed to recruit, stimulate, improve, and encourage high academic and cultural achievements among African American high school students. During the 2013 and 14 school year, 31 students from the Harrisburg area participated in the program, which included mentoring and academic enrichment. Originally established by Vernon Jarrett, a renowned author and journalist, the first national ACT-SO program competition was held in Portland, Oregon in 1978. Categories of competition include the sciences, humanities, performing arts, visual arts, and business. Throughout its history, the Greater Harrisburg branch of the NAACP has made estimable contributions to the welfare of society through a sense of fellowship and through its programs, which are designed to enhance the quality of life for all. A succession of dedicated leaders and members have made this possible, keeping ever mindful of the noble maxims of the organization. Now therefore, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania congratulates the Greater Harrisburg branch of the NAACP upon its well-deserved recognition and offers best wishes for continued growth and success in the years to come. And directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by the Honorable Patty H. Kim, on April 23rd, 2014, be submitted to that branch under the direction of Mr. Kevin Brunson. Thank you.
So I'd like to call up next our City Council Representative, Ms. Susan Brown Wilson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's certainly a pleasure being here this evening. As Kaba said, it was somewhat abrupt in terms of why I would even be here attending tonight. But in my colleague's absence, it's most certainly an honor to be here. After sitting down and reading the background about what ACT-SO does, I'm going to become more actively involved in getting more of our students, because this room should be filled from wall to wall based on what I've read that ACT-SO does for the children, not only in this community, but across Pennsylvania and across the United States. When we don't encourage you to do better or to improve your lives, then we've missed out on helping you. It is our job, and we're responsible for each and every one of you in here. You're our children, you're our babies. You just don't belong to your parents, you belong to all of us. I no longer have children at home. I have 4 girls. They're all graduated, gone to college. But when my children attended school here, I played a very active role in their academic excellence, because I felt as though I needed to be involved in what they did, but I was also involved in what other people's children did in this school district, because if you don't have an advocate, then you won't have a voice. And so each and every one of you should be a voice not only for your child, but for the child that's sitting next to you. So I want to read this proclamation from City Council. It says, whereas on this 24th day of April 2014, it is with pleasure and by the grace of God that we join with the Greater Harrisburg ACT-SO program as they recognize outstanding individuals and their achievements at their annual award ceremony. And whereas ACT-SO, a nonprofit program that was originally established in Chicago in 1977, operating under the administrative guidance of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And whereas the program has 2 major components: regularly scheduled enrichment workshops and the Olympics of Mind competition and ceremony. During the workshops, which are held during the academic year, volunteer coaches work with students on projects and assignments designed to enhance the students' knowledge and skills in sciences, arts, and humanities, Additionally, the components of the workshops are seminars and trips designed to introduce students to their cultural heritage and other workshops to prepare them for college and employment. And whereas the goal of the AXO program is to encourage earnest efforts so students are able to gain the confidence and skills that will be needed to help them thrive as adults. AXO has been proactively looking to expand the number of students they service and have been aggressively reaching out to 8th grade students in particular to introduce them to the rewards of academic and artistic endeavors. Therefore, be it and hereby proclaimed that the Harrisburg City Council hereby extends its best wishes to the greater Harrisburg region of the AXO program as they strive to make a difference by providing a positive environment for our youth of our city. And be it further proclaimed that the Harrisburg City Council herewith encourages all its citizens to join in rejoicing the AXO program as they celebrate their achievements, and furthermore join with them in prayer as they seek the continuing blessings of God as they meet the challenge of changing needs of God's people in these times and for the future. Signed and attested in the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Councilwoman Susan Brown Wilson and the city clerk, Kirk Petrosky. Thank you very much.
Next we have from the office of the mayor, our own Paul Simmons.
Thank you for the introduction by someone who I consider a great mentor and who oftentimes reminds us of what could be done and can be done and shall be done in spite of it all. So I take my hat off to not only Brother Brunson, as I call him, as a mentor, but for also showing us in this community how to take care and love family, those both bloodline and extended. So my hat is always off to Brother Brunson. So I'm oftentimes reminded, and this is for young people out here, those being recognized and those that are here also being in the supportive role. You are charged with remembering to whom much is given, much is required. And when you ask or are asked about the definition of greatness, you can always remember it in its most simplest form, that we all can be great because we can all serve. So I charge each and every one of you, those both young and more experienced and mature in this world, to recognize your greatness within by serving others, hence the AXO program. And I won't belabor the point, and oftentimes, you know, we don't want to read the whereas and as to, but this is important that we do this, I believe, because if there was something negative, we would read word by word by word and highlight the name. So I am going to take the liberty, if you don't mind, good brother, to read this proclamation in its entirety because it is meaningful, it's packed with substance, as were the others. And so I think it not robbery to share in its entirety. Whereas the mission of the NAACP Harrisburg Academic, Cultural, Technological, and Scientific Olympics is to help with overcoming the vicious cycle of low scholastic expectations and achievement that plagues Blacks, underserved minority youth throughout Harrisburg, to strengthen Black high school students' academic skills and inspire the confidence they will need to succeed as adults, and to offer individualized academic mentorship in diverse enrichment activities. And whereas the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania AXO program has two major components: regularly scheduled enrichment workshops and the Olympics of the Mind competition and ceremony held during the academic year, where volunteer coaches work with students on projects and assignments designed to enhance the students' knowledge and skills in sciences, arts, and humanities. And whereas the goal of the Harrisburg AXO program is to encourage earnest effort so students gain the confidence and skills they will need to thrive as adults, AXO's primary goal is to continue and expand not only the number of students serviced at the high school level, but to more aggressively reach out to 8th grade students to introduce them to the rewards of academic and artistic endeavors. And whereas the promoting the existence of AXO is a commitment to thwart the vicious cycle of low expectations and scholastic achievement that is plaguing communities throughout our nation. And whereas African Americans and Latinos represents over 70% of all students attending Harrisburg Public Schools, and investing in them is an investment in our future, our long-term future and success of Harrisburg's corporation and small business communities. A review of past AXO activities indicates that approximately 100% of all participants complete college, and approximately 90% of all local medalists entered college, while the others pursued vocational careers. And whereas the city of Harrisburg will only make strides towards its leadership potential as the capital city of Pennsylvania by recognizing AXO and like programs geared towards promoting our future leaders. Now therefore, he, it says I, but he, Eric Pappenfuss, the mayor of the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, do hereby this day recognize and honor AXO program scholar, and then each individual scholar, as we're going to call them, will be recognized with his and her proclamation with their name individualized. And be it further proclaimed that I hereto set my hand and seal this 24th day of April in the year of our Lord 2014, expressing great gratitude and support for the mission and vision of AXO, and do hereby deliver this proclamation with all due appreciation in the great city of Harrisburg, capital of Pennsylvania, Honorable Mayor Eric Pappenfuss. So remember, to whom much is given, much is required, and you were born to lead, born to greatness, born to serve. Congratulations.
The AXO program is a program that represents a coordinated effort of different segments of the community centered around the goal of achieving equal educational opportunity at the local, at the state, at the national level. Our children are not performing. This program, which recognizes, encourages the development of the pursuit of excellence, is our answer to dealing with that achievement gap.